E3, it's the world's largest gaming expo. It's going on right now in LA. So what's going on and what is the must-have game to come out of the expo?
Let's do this. Let's talk to gaming expert Scott Steinberg, who is live in LA for E3.
You know, one letter and one number is all it takes to ignite an electronics frenzy every year. E3.
E3, it's the world's largest gaming expo. It's going on right now in LA. So what's going on and what is the must-have game to come out of the expo? We got our experts, you know what, joining us now. He's tech-savvy founder Scott Steinberg to give us all the download on the biggest happenings in the gaming world. You lucky Scott. Wish I was there with you, man. How are you?
Oh, not doing too bad, you know, getting ready to play some games, give my thumbs a workout.
All right, well, which is fun. I mean, we're going into summer, kids are going to do this, but big kids like me, very excited about E3. What is the big talk about? What does everybody want?
All right, well, the big buzz is digital and on-demand, and the fact that your game consoles, your PlayStation 3, your Xbox 360, Wii, even the iPad, don't just play games, but you can actually grab television shows, movies, play them instantly on demand through services like Netflix, and they cost like next to nothing, $9 for plans. Plus, you get games for 99 cents and up.
All right, now you mentioned the iPad there, and they announced last week, Steve Jobs has said, listen, you can watch it on the computer, or if you have it hooked up your Wii, then you can pick up your iPad and watch it, and then the iPhone, you can continue to watch it. So there's no reason for me not to watch the ending of Steel Magnolias, is there?
Oh, you're totally, yeah, you got to see it. I mean, it's a cliffhanger. I love that one. You could actually see here on the iPad, I've got dozens of movies and television shows queued up. So, you know, if you want to catch up on Julia and Julia, grab your Netflix subscription. And as you mentioned, it's all seamless across platforms, so take your experience wherever you go.
Well, yeah, and Scott, I got to tell you, you're preaching to the choir here. Netflix, I love it. I think it's changed my life, believe it or not. Let's move on to games. What's some of the big games that are going to be coming out for the big kids?
Okay, tons of games coming out. You got Gears of War 3 if you're into shooting. Killzone 3 going to be in 3D on top of this Bulletstorm if you're really into that big, bloody, over-the-top action. You've got role-playing games, Fallout, New Vegas. Rage if you're into getting your inner Mad Max on. You've got a new Tomb Raider, Lara Croft and the Guardian of Light. Even though it's not labeled Tomb Raider, you still get our leading lady. You've got all sorts of titles like Madden NFL if you're into sports. So no matter what you're into, even those cute, cuddly virtual pets, you're going to be able to play those with a wave of the hand because Snookums are so cute, and I love giving him petting his little fuzzy head.
Scott, you mentioned 3D there, and of course we know how popular that's getting with movies. I mean, we're going to start seeing more games in 3D?
Oh, yeah, you're totally going to see more games in 3D. I don't think it's going to take over until about 2012, 2013, because the hardware is so expensive. But definitely Killzone 3 coming in 3D, Crysis 2 coming in 3D. You're going to have 3D motion controls. On top of it, Nintendo, new systems like the 3DS that it won't require glasses. And, you know, those darn glasses that are the big hurdle as well as the cost.
All right, listen, you got me. You sold me again on this E3 thing. Next year, a nice invite would be nice, Scott. You and me.
Yeah, you're staying in my room, right?
All right, yeah, we'll do it. Why not? If you want more information, everything Scott talked about, head to our website. It's dailybuzznow.com and click on that For More Info tab.
Let's do this. Let's talk to gaming expert Scott Steinberg, who is live in LA for E3, which is just a huge deal down there. Hey, Scott, before we talk about other stuff, have you heard anything about the Michael Jackson Moonwalk
video game?
Well, I've heard it's out there. I'm certainly excited about it. Gives me a chance to break out the sequin glove. Haven't done that in years. People are buzzing about it, but you know the neat part about it is it exemplifies the whole motion control thing. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be fun. People are going to be into it. But it's just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to games here at E3.
Yeah, actually getting them moving. I heard yesterday, by the way, when they did the rollout of the new Xbox, everybody in the audience got a new Xbox. Is there any truth to that?
There is. They announced that, although I have a feeling Goodwill will have to be getting mine very soon. But you know, the neat part about it is you've got systems like the Xbox here, as well as you've got the PlayStation 3, the iPad, and the Wii. And the beauty of it is they're now delivering on-demand content, instant gratification, and they're starting to focus more on value, and not just games, but also movies and television shows as well. So broader realm of home entertainment. You got services like Netflix. You can literally call up and instantly play your favorite television shows and films at a glance. You can still order them by mail if you want. In fact, we've got a demo here. You can actually see how fast it goes. So broader range of entertainment choices. Your video game console is actually a gateway to a broader realm of entertainment of all sorts.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about that. I think people don't appreciate the future that is coming and these machines that are going to be in our homes that are way, way, way more than just games. And this is going to be probably the way we access our films in the future for those who aren't already.
Right.
all your information. You can access the internet, you can access Facebook, you can access Twitter, but you can actually see here, I've got on the iPad, my Netflix queue is queued up, and you can literally press a button, play, and be watching a movie in seconds. It's amazing, and the cool part about it is that it's not that expensive either. So once you have the hardware, you can either tie your accounts together, or for as little as $9 a month, so less than the price of a single ticket, you get this unlimited streams of movies and television shows to enjoy whenever, wherever you want it. Games are going to be going that direction too, where they're seamlessly going to go across different devices, and you'll be able to purchase them. It's like having your own video rental store on one hand at your fingertips, and your own video game rental store at your fingertips as well.
Inevitably, will it become cheaper? I'm not a gamer, but from what I understand, the games can be pretty pricey.
Yeah, games they're typically $60 or $50 on the PC at retail. The beauty is now we're seeing free-to-play games, titles for social networks like Facebook, games like Farmville that cost nothing. You can queue up thousands of games on Congregate.com, Shockwave.com. You can digitally download titles right to your game console for as little as $4.99 on up to about $20. Doesn't have to be a pricey proposition. In fact, they're even introducing streaming internet game services that'll send high-end games processed on expensive hardware to your low-end PC, so you don't have to buy the latest and greatest gadgets to enjoy them.
And make no mistake, Scott, I'm as low-end as they get. With a lot of cool techie stuff in front of him, that's Scott Steinberg, founder of Tech Savvy, and thanks for the insight into what's coming this morning.
Blowing my mind. Thank you.
All right, see you later.
You know, one letter and one number is all it takes to ignite an electronics frenzy every year. E3, the Electronic Entertainment Expo in LA, brings together some of the best gizmos and gadgets every year. And joining us live via satellite, leading gaming expert and tech-savvy founder Scott Steinberg. Good morning, Scott.
Hey, Mike, how's it going?
Very well. Okay, what is the one thing that everyone's talking about at this year's E3?
Okay, you got tons of stuff being talked about. What they're not talking about that I think is more important. The fact that it's all about on-demand, instant gratification, and digital delivery now. And the fact that not only do home consoles, like, of course, the Wii or even the iPad, which plays games, and the Xbox 360 and PS3 play games, but you can also get movies, television shows on demand, play instantly on this, thanks to services like Netflix. So a completely broader realm of home entertainment, and value and accessibility, as I mentioned, are big too. So literally just for $9 and up, you can be enjoying all sorts of thousands of movies on demand. I can actually show you a little demo here. It's pretty cool stuff. And the neat part about it is this is bringing the TV back to prominence in the home, so you can see that you can instantly queue up your favorite films, whatever videos. If you need to catch up on 24 or Arrested Development, do it right from your video game console. So pretty impressive stuff, but it's just the tip of the iceberg.
So, I mean, this is the direction, obviously, we're going. I mean, is this going to replace the DVD player and we're going to have all these components in one small console?
Yeah, you're going to have it all in one console box, and the beauty of it, you can still order DVDs through the mail, obviously tens of thousands through Netflix and other companies, but really the beauty of it is that you can not only play DVDs, not only play movies, but you can queue them instantly over the internet, because all these boxes, for the most part, have wireless or Ethernet connections. On top of it, you can get games that way as well, so you don't even have to get up off the couch or wear pants, you know, depending. Not that I would say any gamers would be so inclined, but you know. And the cool part, even you can see here on the iPad, is that your experience travels with you seamlessly across different systems. And I can be sitting there watching movies or even playing a game right there in the middle of the airport. Although, of course, you know, Netflix does movies and television shows. You would use services like the Apple's App Store or the PlayStation Network, WiiWare, to get those on different devices.
Okay, is there one game that's kind of sweeping the expo?
One game, geez, how about 1 dozen games?
Yeah.
You got everything from Madden NFL to Bulletstorm to Crisis 2 to Lara Croft and the Guardian of Light, Deus Ex Human Revolution if you're into role-playing. I really like Fallout New Vegas and Rage. I'm a big fan of the Mad Max films. Lets me get my post-apocalyptic survivor on. All right, very good. And Crystal wanted me to ask, and I know you already answered this, she wanted to know, and she's kind of out of the loop, that if that Nintendo's still around, and I had to tell her that it was. Oh, they're still here. They're supposed to be doing a 3D handheld system, the 3DS today. Between that and motion controls, it's a good year to be a gamer.
All right, very good. Scott Steinberg, thank you so much for joining us down from the E3 Electronic Entertainment Expo.
My pleasure.
All right, very good. You hear that?
I remember.
Your Nintendo is safe. It's there.
I remember Nintendo with the little gun, the little duck hunt.
Oh, yeah, it's come a long way since that. 3D. That's going to be something cool to see.